What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are continuing our coverage of the Dalaz conflict and 0083 rebellion. Last time, Chima began her coup on the Dalaz fleet, and Gale Hunt got revenge on his former comrades by killing Dalaz. Gato rallied the remaining Dalaz fleet to continue the colony drop. Meanwhile, Bask is preparing the solar system too. In this episode, the solar system will be fired. Ko will work together with Chima, and Nina traps herself in the colony control room. So let's get into this. Gato and the New Zeal attacks the main fleet. They only have 1 hour until the colony reaches the point of no return. Synapse and the Albian crew plan on stopping the colony and the Dalaz fleet before the solar system is fired. Lucette isn't going into battle with EFF and suggests that Nina get off the ship as well. Of course, she is going to stay on board till the very end. She wants to ensure the safety of the Gundams. Lucette, showing why she is the best of the Anaheim girls, says, "Nina, please, you are just lying to yourself now. You are clearly doing all of this for Ko, not because of the Gundam. Bitch, stop lying to yourself." Lucette tells it like it is. The Albian departs from Livian Rose, leaving Haxel, Tanya, Lucette, and Paula. But Paula wants to borrow a ship to go after Nina. Why didn't you just go with them? Why did you wait till now? As Unit 3 launches, Kelly asks about his relationship with Nina. He realizes that he knew Nina when she was dating Gato. He wonders if this fight against Gato is personal. Ko doesn't believe so, as he views it more as a personal rivalry and must win using the Gundam. The Albian gets a laser comm from Chima's Zanzibar. It is intel regarding the colony control room to change the colony trajectory. He wonders if this is an elaborate trap. Coxel wonders why Chima gave them the intel. She says that they will need the help of the Gundam to help kill Gato. She is going to have revenge for killing Gale. Clara and Chima launch as Karius and Gato push forward. Chima's Marines come in from behind. They are caught in a pincer. They have nothing to lose, so they push forward towards the solar system. That is when Unit 3 comes onto the battlefield. I love this image of the New Zeal, but I also love even more Japanese people's interpretation of Western theology. Make it look like Jesus, but also make it look like a giant bug robot. Oliver and the old 603rd, monitoring the battle, notes that this is their final push. They launch these really cool looking sensors that look like mono-eye sensors jerry-rigged to a thruster. Things like this is what makes Igloo super interesting. Too bad it looks ugly. An enemy Musai attacks the Albian. Keith is struggling to filter Chima's friendly units from the Dalaz fleet. The Albian gets some damage on the starboard nozzle. Synapse is shocked to find Nina still on board the ship. She tells him that she has a will if anything goes wrong. Synapse says, "Yeah, but if we die, our families at least get pensions. You are a private citizen." The pragmatic Synapse is looking at unfettered idealism straight in the eyes right now. Ugh, young people, dying for causes and whatnot. Ask focuses the solar system on the colony while the fleet and Chima handles Gato and the Dalaz fleet. Chima recognizes that this puts them in the line of fire of the solar system, but she plays along with Bask for now. She will soon forget about this. Chima meets up with the Gundam and tries to talk to Ko. She realizes that Kelly is with him. Chima teases him. She thinks that he betrayed Gato, but then she says, "Oh no, you didn't betray Gato. Gato broke up with you. Aw, you mad about your boyfriend leaving you?" The Dalaz fleet focuses on destroying the colony system control vessel, as destroying a giant weapon 40 kilometers in length would take quite some time. Chima, Claire, and Ko attack Gato. Bask's plan is playing out as he wanted. He's going to sit back and watch as everyone kills themselves in the process. As Chima and Gato fight it out, Kelly protests fighting as he doesn't want to fight alongside Chima. Ko will have to switch over controls if he wants to fight. The Albian breaks into the colony. Clara uses chain mines on the New Zeal. Gato fires missiles, damaging the Gelgoog. Chima tells her to return to the ship. Bask wonders why the Gundam isn't fighting alongside Chima. He sends a laser comm directly to Kelly and Ko and tells them to engage in battle or face court-martial. But Kelly, not being a Fetty soldier, just starts talking shit to Bask. Kelly fires the Dendrobium at the solar system. It is too far away to make a direct hit, but the message was sent. Bask says he will never forget that. I like to think that Bask is so bitter in Zeta Gundam because he is holding a grudge from this moment. Ko tells Chima to pull back as Unit 3 finally engages with Gato. Both of these mobile armors are amazing, but when you put beam sabers in their multiple manipulator arms and make them do close combat, it looks so silly. As the Gundam begins fighting, Bask pulls a wild card and tells his crew to focus on the mobile armors instead of the colony. It is only at 40% functional at the moment, but Bask thinks that's enough. Karius and Chima notices the fleet movements and the change in the solar system. Chima tells her fleet to pull back. Bask fires the solar system. Coxel in the Zanzibar comes in to block the solar system's attack from Chima. In the hangar, a mechanic throws Clara in the Gelgoog before the ship is vaporized. "Bye, Coxel. I'm sorry your name is Coxel. That's unfortunate." Meanwhile, the Albion notices explosives all over the colony. They wonder what Delaz is planning, but they have to ignore it for now. That is when he gets a communication from Maywest of the Utgard. He gives Synapse some backhanded compliments. Congrats on being one pathetic insignificant ship for surviving a drop landing mission on a fallen colony. Also, you're so old. What a dick. They're the one who put charges throughout the colony to ensure their survival in all of this. They essentially have control over the colony at the moment. Synapse preps the landing mission. Kelly and Co survive the attack. Their main cameras are burnt out. They spot Gato in the New Zeal, who also survived. Co wants to chase, but they have a lot of damage. Captain Maywest happens to have a secret weapon in his possession. It happens to be the Jormungand Kai. The original QCX 76A Jormungand is a prototype Minovsky-powered beam cannon. This has the ability to fire 300 kilometers under Minovsky particle density and was one of the most powerful weapons created by Xeon during the 1 Week War that wasn't a nuke. The Jormungand Kai seems to be a modified version of the original Jormungand that was used by Oliver and his team during the Battle of Loom. Although modified, there aren't really any upgrades from the original. The Jormungand Kai aims at the solar system too. Even though Synapse tells her not to go, Nina is a part of the landing team. The Delaz fleet still has 5 Musai-class ships, but Chima's fleet is all but wiped out at this point. Unit 3 was caught in the New Zeal's shadow, which saved them. Kelly wonders if this was intentional on Gato's end. Next time the two head out, they will separate and act as 2 separate units. As the landing team analyzes the colony control room, it seems that there is an automatic program that is about to kick in. The extra propellant is for a last-minute course change. The colony begins accelerating. The landing team needs to get back to the Albian. As they take their leave, Nina stays behind trying to change the code of the trajectory. According to Captain Mayfield, Gato acted as bait to get Bask to fire the solar system. This allowed Mayfield and the Jormungand to find the solar system control ship when they shifted the angle of the mirrors. The acceleration of the colony is to get Jormungand in firing range of the solar system. Both the solar system 2 and Jormungand fires. The giant Minovsky beam gets a direct hit on the control vessel. Bask loses control of the solar system. The colony pushes forward past the Federation fleet and crashes into the solar system. The colony has reached the point of no return. Unit 3 and the New Zeal engage in battle in the solar system debris. Monique mentions that she bared witness to 2 colony drops and she is becoming desensitized by these things. Oliver tries to bring up her brother, but she shuts him down. Remember in Igloo, her brother was one of the child soldiers used at the end of the war and was killed in action piloting an Ogo. The Axis fleet is gathering any remaining Delaz fleet members and are planning on leaving soon. They are stretching their time on the Earth sphere to its limits. Carius and some remaining Delaz fleet soldiers hold off the Federation as the colony slowly makes it to the Earth sphere. Chima contacts Bask, who thought she was dead. Bask never planned on allowing Chima's Marines into the Federation and was simply using them. She says that both the Federation and Xeon are all the same. Chima attacks Bask's fleet. Moira is informed that Nina was left behind. If she stayed behind, Moira thinks that means she is onto something. Nina looks at the code and realizes Gato's true target for the colony drop. Chima decides to be like Gale and roll the dice one last time as she goes after Bask. She fires on the bridge and misses, but Bask uses the Magellan's twin megaparticle cannon and destroys the Gerber Tetra. He takes the remaining Federation fleet to try to break up the colony. All they care about is that it doesn't fall on Jaburo. On Earth, a Medea takes off from Jaburo. This Medea has a giant radome on it, but it doesn't look like a C-88. There is no details on this variant. Jamatov and Colony are on board. They plan on evacuating Jaburo, but not before they get away first. Jamatov says that the colony drop was all a part of the plan from the beginning once they first learned of Delaz. He wants to instill fear amongst the Earthnoids. He wants to direct that fear towards the Spacenoids. Nothing instills fear more than a colony drop. This fear that he is trying to instill is all towards a future fight with Axis, the biggest remaining Xeon remnant group. He is ready to reform the military under his image. Somewhere between Jupiter and Mars, Haman Karn looks out towards the Earth sphere. Kelly and Co are getting sluggish. Since the moon, it has been almost 18 hours of straight fighting, minus a few breaks to refuel. Gato begins hearing Nina's voice in his comms. He thinks he is imagining it, but it is really her. She tells him that she is in the colony control center and knows the colony's target. While distracted, Unit 3 takes out the New Zeal's left binder. Gato flees towards the colony. Eric Dom attacks the Gundam, but Keith and the Albian mobile suit team come in to help. He tells them that Kelly is at the colony control center. They have to pull back, but Ko goes in towards the colony. Nina tells Gato, "What are you going to do? Shoot me down or come and get me?" She's sending mixed messages to the very end. And that will do it for this episode. We get to see more of Bask's psychopathy play out in this battle that we will eventually see in Zeta. He kinda just watches things play out in the OVA. I love the addition of the Jormungand, as it didn't get its time to shine during the Battle of Loom. Next time, Gato and Ko will confront each other at the colony control system. Ko will also fight with Monsha once again, and we will see the Stamen with the weapon system in use. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember to not hide in the shadows of the Nightmare of Solomon, unless a giant solar system is heading toward you. Peace.